Hello. Yeah, good morning. Do you mark your attendance? Okay. Then now, with the new topic start today for unit 4, environmental sample collection and the chemical analysis. How to the collect the sample and the environmental sampling and the chemical analysis. So this is the part of the unit 4. Okay. This is the part 1 is the fundamental of the environmental sampling. What is the fundamental of your sample collection and environmental sampling? Okay. Then now five objective. The purpose of the environmental sampling is what is the purpose? How to collect the environmental sample? What is your purpose for the environmental sampling? To determine the background natural concentration of chemical constituents. Okay, this is the natural concentration of the chemical constituent in the environment. This is the natural concentration and they determine the background. Okay, in the environment. To determine the concentrations of the harmful pollutants in the environment. Which type of pollutants available in the environment for the harmful the environment? Is the disbalance the environment condition? Which type of pollutants available? Example in the water pollution pollutants. Which type of pollutants? Harmful the water bodies. Okay, anyone example give? So water pollutants means industrial waste, sewage. Okay, these are the pollutants. These are toxic. Industrial waste is toxic material. Okay, so this is the concentration of harmful pollutants in the environment. The which of air pollution, in air pollution, this is a particular matter, soil particles. PM10 and PM2.5. The PM10 is the PM10 is size is big and the PM2.5 is small size. This is a move in the environment. But PM10 is the settle on the ground due to the sprinkling of water. Okay. So these are the pollutants. These are primary pollutants, secondary pollutants. The primary pollutant means the directly emitted in the atmosphere. Any types of gases directly emitted in the atmosphere. And the secondary pollutants, they're not directly emitted in the atmosphere. This is the primary and secondary pollutants. Okay, this is the objective, the main purpose of the environmental sampling. Environmental sample design. How to design the environmental sample? This is the first is the planning and sampling protocol. This is to follow the protocol and do the planning. How to collect the sample. Okay, then you get the result of the after the testing. Okay, so for data quality objectives. First is the quality of data is the good and the sampling plan. How to collect the sample. Sampling plan. Suppose you want to collect the sample from rivers. Okay, the first, what is the take the step first? The first you take the first step you from side. Okay, do the follow the temperature. Okay, this is the temperature. the suitable time for the collection sample due to the morning time, yeah, evening time. The suitable for the sampling collection. The sampling collection suitable time is the from morning 8 a.m. to 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. This is the sampling collection time. This is the temperature is the very minimum. Okay, notice the temperature is high. Okay, the how to plan, how to collect the sample, you make the plan. Okay, this is the planning and sampling protocol. This follow the protocol. Then second one is the environmental sampling strategy. How to make the strategy for the collection of the sample. Where and when. The strategy where and when. Where you places and when your time is defined. This time is collection. This date. Okay, where this places. Suppose your Kuju River is a place where the sample collection site is the Kuju River. Example. How many sample? The strategy is how many sample collect from this Kuju River. The how many samples means 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is what, suppose you collect the 10 samples. This is the how many sample with the example the 10 sample. Collect from the Kuju River. Okay, then you perform the test and find the result. Out of 10 sample testing in the lab, then you get the average result. Out of 10 is the best result. This is a 5 sample 5 is the result is good. If you mention the result is a 5, but you average out of 10, you get the average, find the average result. Okay, this is the environmental sampling design. This is the planning and sampling protocol. How to planning, how to make the plan for the sampling. Okay, how to make the plan and this follows a sampling protocol. This is the start from the sampling. The sampling, suppose you start from the project manager. Okay, the project manager give the direction for the sampling. Okay, the project manager direction the sampling and the data analysis satisfaction from the project manager. The project manager give the direction for the sampling collection. The first field personnel, field engineer, geologist, and soil specialist. So these are the team of the sampling. Okay, then project then after sampling is the from the lab analysis chemist. Okay, then sample correct, then you go send to the lab for the analysis. Okay, then now after the lab analysis get the data for the in the send the data analysis satisfaction. So this is the part of the project manager. Okay, both project manager send to the lab analysis chemist, data analysis satisfaction. After the data analysis satisfaction, get to the get data users, client, decision maker. Okay, and then last one is the QA and QC specialist. Last one is the verified from the quality assurance specialist. Okay, this is the planning and sampling protocol of the environmental sampling. Okay, any problems from this flowchart? Anyone? Anyone define? Okay. Then now data quality objectives. There is a following a step available. The data quality objectives is the first objective data quality state the full problem. Hello, first in the set the problem. Which type of problem identify for the data quality objectives. Okay, then identify the decision. First, let's state the problem, then identify the decision, identify input to the decision. Okay, then define the study boundaries. Define the study boundaries. Okay, and develop a decision rules, specify limits on the decision errors. And last one is that to optimize the decision for the obtaining data. So this is the data quality objectives. Okay, first you identify the problem. Okay, this is the data quality objectives. What is sampling plan? What you make the sampling plan? The first one, the first objectives. Okay, so this is the depend on the one factor, the how many, where and when. How many collect a sample, is the decision decide the places and the decide date. When you collect the sample, where you collect from the sample, and how many sample collect. The depend on the four factor. This is first factor, the objectives. This is the baseline monitoring. Okay, first on the baseline monitoring and a trend detection, search for hot spot and a margin of error allowable. Okay, the margin of error allowable. Second, variability, a spatial variation, temporal variation. Okay, then third one is the cost factor. What is the cost factor? The sampling cost, analytical cost, fixed versus minimum cost. But the distance between the fixed rate and the minimum cost. Okay, and the non-technical factor during this sampling plan, the sampling convenience, accessibility, availability of resources, and regulations. So this is the sample collection plan, sample plan. Okay, the how many sample collection from this site and the what when where your site, okay, and you date the fix when you collect the sample where this from the sample collection sample from where which site, okay, and how many collect the sample. So this is the sample plan. Okay, then now environmental sampling strategy, where and when. Okay, where and when, where, which site, when, date. The first judgmental, simple random, certified random, systematic, others. Others means composite and transit. Okay, so this is the environmental sampling strategy. How to make the strategy where judgmental, simple random, certified random, systematic, others. Okay, so these are the environmental sampling strategy. Okay, then now first is a judgmental. What is judgmental? The selection of sampling location based on professional judgment using prior information on the sampling site. Judgmental means the to give the prior information. Okay, this is a location based information on the sampling site where your sampling site. Then visual inspection and or personal knowledge and the experience. Give the give the guidance for the personal knowledge and the experience. This is the judgmental part. Then schedule and budget. What is schedule? Your schedule and the budget. The tight yearly stage drain objective is just a ski in the area. Okay. Then primary representative sampling approach for the groundwater assessment. This is a primary representative sampling approach for the groundwater assessment. So this is the judgmental parts. This is a very important. Okay. Important is the your personal knowledge and experience. How to collect the sample, how to inspect the sample. Okay, what is your selection of sampling location? So this is the very important. Okay, then the private priority sampling approach for the groundwater assessment. No randomized and does not support any statistical interpretation of the sampling result. This is the judgmental part. Simple random. This is the image is the simpling random simple random is the collect the sample randomly where place which places. Okay. Then the ability collection of samples by a process that give each sample unit to population the sheer probability of the being chosen. Okay. Assume variability of the sample medium is the infected homogeneous population. Okay. They applied for a site with little background information. Apply those sites with little background information, not applicable for the heterogeneous population. They're not applicable for the heterogeneous population. Okay, ignoring prior information leads to the more samples. A statistical analysis of data, simple and straightforward. Okay, so this is the collection of simple random collection part. This is the data analysis, a sampling and a straightforward. The analysis of data. A certified random. Okay, a certified the random sampling population is divided into several non-overlapping strata. This is shown in the figure. In figure, the sampling population divided into the several parts. Okay, this is not overlap the each other. Each strata is more homogeneous and whole population. All strata is the homogeneous. This is the whole part. The strata could be temporal or spatial. The sample size can be adjusted. Sample size can be adjusted. Okay, this is a satisfied random. Systematic sampling. What is a systematic sampling? This is shown in the figure. This is systematic all blocks. Every place has to take the sample. The systematic random subdivide the area into grid and collects sample using simple random sampling. Okay, subdivides the area into grids and collects sample using simple random sampling. Okay, the systematic grid easy to implement. Okay, the uniform distribution over the space and time domain. This is a very important. Space or time. This is a very important. Critical part, choose and right grids spacing. Okay, so this is the image of the systematic sampling. How to collect the sample in a systematic way. Okay. And others, composite and transit. So what is the composite sampling? The composite sampling cost much less than analytical cost. Sampling cost much less than for the analytic cost. And the average concentration rather than the variability. Example, TRAS, mental analysis. Okay, these are the composite sampling. Okay. This is the composite sampling, means the average concentration rather than the variability. This is a mental analysis. This is a transit sampling, the variation of systematic grid sampling. Okay, this is the variation of systematic grid sampling one or more transits lines across a surface, irregular interval along the transit lines, parallel or non-parallel to one another. Example is the west piles and west water flow. So this is the transit sampling and the composite sampling. The composite sampling is the sample cost much less, very less than the analytical cost. This is a part of the other parts. This is a composite and transit. Where and when sampling contaminants. Where, which your site, and when your date. When you collect the sample and collector collect the sample where, from where. Okay, in a space domain, contaminant variation can be in 3 dimensions, and hence sampling points can be designed by the coordinate of 1D, 2D, and the 3D. This is sampling collection points. Okay, in time domain, there is only one dimension, and sampling point can be designed in a time period such as day, week, month, or year. This is the time period is the given weeks, weekly, monthly, and the yearly. This is a fix the time domain. Okay, this is a sampling point designed. And then now is space and time are of interest. So both the spatial and temporal patterns of the contamination, there is space and time for the interest. There is obtained representative samples, the solids, air, water, and biological. The solid parts is the contaminated accumulate the certain depth. These are solid parts. Air, wind velocity and direction is the air. Okay, and the water is a seasonal variation, vary between the seasonal time. Biological different species, sites, and shacks. This is the biological part. Okay, the environmental sample strategy. What is the environmental sample strategy? This is the how many samples. The how many samples collect. The largest sample number possible. This is possible. You collect the 10 sample, 12 sample, 20 samples. This is not fixed. You collect the large sample. Avoid taking too few sample. Always you avoid the taking some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 samples. No universal formula. Simple random sampling. Okay, n is equal to 4. Probability squared is acceptable error. Okay. Any problems regarding the environmental sampling strategy? Yeah, environmental sample collection protocol. Anyone? No. Okay. Then now sampling techniques. What is your sampling techniques? General guidelines common to all environmental sampling. This is the general guidance given by from the environmental department. Okay, this is sampling for environment. The all for the us, all for. Okay, this is a simple guideline, general guideline for all of you. Okay, then the first sequence of sampling matrix. Sample amount, sample prevention and storage. How to store the sample? How to your sample amount? How much? Selection of sample containers. Okay, which type of sample container? Here depend on the size. This is the sample container. Selection of the sampling equipment. What is your equipment? How to collect the sample for which equipment? This is the sampling technique. This is the general guidelines given by the from all. Suppose you collect the BOD sample for the BOD test, water sample. This is the 300 ml. Okay, this is a for the one-time test. Okay, this is all test for the fix the sample container or the sampling equipment. Like even though all environmental sampling for the general guidelines given to all common. Okay, this is the sampling techniques. For sequence of sampling matrix, what is the sequence? The list to must contaminated sampling location. List you listed the key which places the maximum contaminated. Okay, the sampling location to decide. Then sedimented water at same site. They collect water first. Then sampling at different depth. Then collect surface water and sample is first. Okay, different depth means collect sample surface water samples and first samples first. Then the sample amount is sufficient to perform all required laboratory analysis and with additional amount remaining for the Q and QC analysis. Quality assurance, quality assurance, yeah, quality control analysis. Okay, this is a sample amount. The representativeness factor that comes into the sample amount. And the third is the water and wastewater samples. Water, yeah, wastewater sample. The 100 ml for the trash metals, 1 liter for total organic, 20 to 40 liter for an effluent acute toxic test from the industrial waste for the. Okay. Then soil and sediment solid waste samples. The 20 gram per samples. Collection sample for the 20 gram per sample you collect. Okay, then air samples, trial and error method. Okay, 10 NQ may be required per sample. This is the for the trial and error method. This is the collection system of the sample. Then the sample prevention and storage. Sample preservation and storage. How to preserve and the store. The purpose to minimize and physical, chemical, biological changes for time of sample collection. Okay, to minimize the this type of changes such as physical, chemical, and biological during the time of collection and the time of analysis. The first you take the refrigeration. Okay, this is a cool 2 to 6 degrees Celsius and dark. For the refrigerator part, microbial degradation, chemical reaction, volatilization, absorption, adsorption, okay, diffusion, photoreaction. Okay, this is the part of the refrigeration. Then refrigeration, microbial, chemical, and volatilization is the part of the chemical addition. Okay, acid-based biocide. And the absorption, diffusion, and the photoreaction. This is the part of the proper container. The glass or plastic caps, aspartame, amber bottle. Okay, this is the part of the container. Okay, this is a simple sample preservation and the storage. Okay, any problems, doubt? No. This is the further cold storage. Reduce metal solubility and a chemical addition of the pH change, reduce the metal absorption to the glass container wall. This is the three factor object, analytical object, change, duration, storage, and the preservation. Okay, the analytical object is the three: metal, oil, and organics. Given then the change of the storage, absorption to glass wall precipitation. Okay, and then in the oil, absorption to plastic, organic, biodegradation. Okay, this is a change the during storage. Okay, and the preservation part, use plastic bottle and HNO3 to the pH is less than 2. Okay, use glass bottle for the while and organic, low pH and temperature, add HgCl2 to kill bacteria. Okay, this is the analytical method. How to store the sample. Okay, any problems, doubt? No. Then now, no sample can be stored from an extended period of time. Okay, and the maximum holding times. MS is length of time your sample can be stored after. Okay, samples can be stored after collection and prior to analysis without significantly affecting the analytical result. Okay, this is a pH, salinity, DO, and the temperature, these are oxygen. Okay, this is a part of the sample collection. So what is the AHFT? 6 to 48 hours for collection, 7 to 8, 28 days and take the 6 months. And the 3 times of time is given, 6 to 48 hours. Okay, then 7 to 28 days. Okay, this is the pH value is current 48 hours and oil and grease for 28 days and metal is 6 months. Okay, salinity, chlorophyll second 24 to 48 hours and solid is 7 days and hardness for the 6 months. And diesel oxygen in 6 months is not. Turbidity 24 hours, pressure is 7 days and temperature is the order 6 hour, total is the present is the 28 days and the 6 months is not available. So this is the sample stored and how to balance the this type of the suppose pH, salinity, DO and the temperature in a time during duration given 6 to 48 hours, 7 to 28 days, and 6 months. What is the selection of the sample containers? What is the selection of the sample containers? Your sample containers selection for the glass versus plastic. Head space versus no head space. Special containers. Biological samples means aluminum foil and cloth glass containers with a inert seals or cap linear. Okay, this is the cap linear. The aluminum foil should not be used. The mercury is the target. Use the aluminum foil. You all are known about the aluminum foil for the packing of foods. Use this is glass versus plastic. This is sample containers. Okay, so always use the glass in the lab, not use the plastic. Glass is better option. Okay, and aluminum foil is the better option to color to keep the only not using the mercury, but use the all types of tested. Okay, selection of sampling equipments. Which type of equipment collect the sampling? Made of plastic, glass, Teflon, stainless steel, and other materials. Okay, then surface water and wastewater sampling, groundwater sampling, soil sampling, sediment sampling, hazardous waste sampling, biological sampling, and stack emission sampling. So these are the sampling equipments. Soil sampling equipment is separate, sediment sampling separate, hazardous waste sampling is the different, biological sampling here and stack emission sampling. Okay, so all are the equipment, section of sampling equipment. Okay, the made of the glass and stainless steel used for the soil and water sample collection. Okay, then now environmental sampling. This is the first soil sampling. There are these type of equipments available. Okay, how to collect the sample. Okay, soft surface soil sample, scoop and trowel. This is a scoop. This is the scoop and trowel. Given. There is a scoop. This is the trowel. Okay, and the 1 to 10 feet tube sampler. Okay, this is the tube sampler. Okay, 3 inch to 10 feet angular sampler. This will draft and mix soil horizons. This and hard soil split spoon sampler. Okay, so these are the soil sampling equipments. Okay, dimension is given a dimension 3 inch to 10 feet, 1 feet to 10 feet. Okay, will disturb and mix soil horizons. Okay, in the environmental sampling collection for the soil sample. The surface water and wastewater source sampling, pound sampler near shore sampling, weight bottle sampler collect samples in a water body at a predetermined the depth. ठीक है, कैमरा bottle, Teflon, acrylic, and a stainless steel tube attached to a tube and best used when access is from a boat or structure such as bridge or pier. Okay, so this is the sample collection. The surface water. Okay, this is 1000 ml to weighing bacteria catcher. A is the pond sampler, B is the water bottle sampler, and C is the camera bottle sampler. There's a common sample to use the surface water and wastewater. How to collect the groundwater sampling? How to perform for the groundwater sampling? The collected from a well by a baler. Okay, the baler an open pipe with an open top and a check valve at the bottom. Okay, and the static pump. Rotor with ball bearing roller. Well, with a small diameter and has a depth is limitation of 25 feet. Okay, this is the groundwater sampling. These equipments are this. This is the first A figure is the valor. This is the first is a cable, and this is the diameter. This is 3.4 diameter of glass Teflon. Okay, and the bottom part is the Teflon is a rod. This is the 5.10 inch diameter hole. Okay, and the second one is the precision pump. Okay, and C is the bladder pump. This is the collection of the groundwater sampling. The sediment sampling. The sediment sampling is a scoops on trowel or sample sediments around shoreline and slow moving waters. This is the sediment sampling. Okay. The scoop and trowel. The second was the Ekman Reds, a small and lightweight, the 10 lbs and collect the soft sediments. Peterson and Polar Drix. This is the image given. Okay, this is sample tools for the sediment. Ekman Reds, the first figure A. Okay, this type of sheet. And this is the Peterson Drix, the simple sampling. Okay, and the Polar grab. Okay, the last is the Kazakh Brinket Trust Corer. These are the sampler use the sediment sampling. These are equipments. Okay, this is the hazardous waste sampling. How to collect the hazardous waste? The Pune and Ekman sampler, sludge sampling, composite liquid waste sampler, classified liquid in drums and other similar containers. And thief drum sampling device particularly useful for the grain-like materials. Okay, and the tire sampling is thickly solid and loosen soil. So, which type of equipment for the hazardous waste sampling? This type of sampling position. This is the height of the 152 centimeter 60 inch. Okay, this is a composite liquid waste sampler and thief gainer sampler and a trier. So this type of equipment is used for the sampling tools. Okay, upper diameter is the upper height of 6.35 centimeter. Okay, the height of the sample equipment is the 60 inch. Okay, and the second one is the height of the 61 to 100 centimeter, 24 to 40 inch. Okay, and the width of the equipment 1.27 to 2.54 centimeter. Then now third one is the trier. To try the height of the 61 to 100 centimeter and the width is the 1.27 to the 2.54 centimeter. That is the common sampling tools for the collection of the hazardous waste sampling. Okay. Now any doubt from hazardous waste sampling? Okay. These are the very important sediments and how to which type of equipment is the sediment sampling, groundwater sampling. Okay. Then surface water, wastewater sampling, environmental sampling. So start from the which type of equipment is the such type of the collected sample. Okay. And now the selection of sampling equipments. Okay. The selection of sample containers. The containers is the vary between glass versus plastic. Okay. So always use the glass for the sample collection. And the selection of sampling equipments. some type of sampling, this type of sampling equipment, groundwater, soil, all are discussed. Only biological sampling, air stack resistance class sampling discussed in the next class. Okay.